All right. Welcome to another episode of Tangential Thoughts. I am your host, Q, the Energy Sage. And so on Tangential Thoughts Chat Show, we like to do a daily energy tarot read and see what energies are going to be present that we might encounter, or certain parts of us, energies and frequencies that we may need to embody so that we can best navigate and move throughout our day and continue to attract the desires and wishes that we have afforded to us over our life. So, baby. Good morning, Mama Cindy. All right. You just saw an Earth Angel walk past. And so, as always, if you are a returning subscriber, then thank you so much for your continued love and support. If you are a new viewer, then I would say, this is Mama Cindy. This is an Earth Angel. This is an Earth Angel right here on Earth that blesses everybody. And so right now we're at Shorty Howe, but one day they're gonna name it Cindy. They're gonna name the park after her. This is our lady.
Well, I
Shorty
know how.
What's your last name?
Howard.
Howard?
Yeah.
They're gonna change the name of this park, boy. She's out here blessing everybody every day. And you see how she loves on Bailee?
Say yes, I don't love my four-legged babies.
So Cindy she is a spiritual warrior. She feeds the feral cats every day. She has four dogs. So she is an animal lover, as I am. And she has been blessing us every day. So I'm very grateful to have come in contact with her, and I'm thankful for her spirit and her energy. All right, so again, if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your continued love and support. If you are a new viewer, I would say consider subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing some positivity and abundance. That's just some good energy, putting that out into the atmosphere. And those are free ways to support. And if you would like to further your support, then she gives Bailee her daily treats. Say thank you, Bailee.
There you go.
Say thank you, Bailee.
Well, that's all the ones I have.
I still got some in my bag.
Okay.
Yeah, I got one more.
Daddy's holding it out.
I gave her one. I got one more for her. I got one more. Okay. And then, if you would like to further support, then consider purchasing Tangential Thoughts as the journal. The journal is a guided journal that is on. I'm fumbling through that. On this back. If you would like to further your support, then consider purchasing Tangential Thoughts, which is a guided journal on Amazon. It's filled with quotes, my response to the quotes, and then it gives you a chance to journal. Some of the quotes you've heard before, some of them you may not. And so it's the quote, it's my response to the quote, and then it gives you a chance to journal. And so this right here is my author copy. And as I encounter certain people, energies, and frequencies who are blessing me, that I really resonate with, I have them sign the book. This right here was special to me. I don't think you can see it, but if you can't see it, then fine. But this is Naja. I'm actually going to see her in church today. And I encountered some energy. She was like, yo, you want to make a shirt? And she walked me through this whole process of, and I had a design already, and so she helped me bring it to life and put it back up again. So I can't wait to actually show you all the design that we have coming. And so she also signed the book, took a Polaroid, and so that's how I want the book to go. I want to be able to encounter you and take a Polaroid picture of you and give you one for yourself, and then take one into my book, and we can swap books, sign each other's copy of the book, and just scrapbook it up, you know what I'm saying? Whatever else happens within our experience, we're able to talk about it and put it there, and we always have something to reference and look back at. So again, Tangential Thoughts is a journal that you can purchase on Amazon. Consider looking at it. The link should be in the description. So let's go ahead and jump into, dang, that with my, they're right here. Because as you see, I got my decks here, and I got the crystals on the top of them. I ain't even really put the selenite to help cleanse, and then that amethyst, looking at that purple, to tune into our, you know what I'm saying? Just looking at purple. Help tune into our, open up our crown chakra. Like this raw one. And it was nice, $5 from Stone Age in the Mall of Georgia. Yeah, they got smaller versions, and it was like $5. The raw ones, I like when it's raw, uncut, unshapely, and so I like those with the jagged edges. Boom. All right. So let me wait, tap it. wait, tap it. And let's see, we'll start with the Archeo deck. Now the Archeo deck tells us which part of us needs to show up for today, which part of ourselves needs to show up for today, as we encounter certain energies, frequencies, and vibrations. Which, guys. So which parts of us needs to show up for today and best serve us for today? So, first one, my mother favorite, Duende. That is about your soul popping out your body and expressing itself through art, music, and creativity. Circles like they're playing Mario Kart in real life. Next one, we got the Inventor card. So definitely if we got our creativity popping up now with the Inventor, this is a card of mixing logic and intuition. This is Leonardo and Archimedes, the artist and the builder, creating physical things, that taking it from that taking it from the spiritual and manifesting it in our brain, and then making it real in life here, and being fascinated with the smallest and the mundane in people, and seeing what can we create out of our moment together. Nice, beautiful. I'm excited. So let's see. And then the last one we got is the High-Risk card, and this is a card of looking back, and this is a card of nostalgia. And the thing to note about this is that, you know, the past cannot be changed, but the future can be created. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. Baby, calm down. Say thank you, say hi. Come back down. Baby, come back down. Sit. Lay. Thank you. Baby on point today, but she knows treats. She knows treats are available. Yes, that's my co-host Bailee. That's my best friend. All right, so this is what we got for right now. And so the first three kind of represent the archetypes for us, and that we need somebody, and this is going to best serve us. So definitely, today is especially a time of letting the past go and not even thinking about that, and and one of the things I like about the journey that I'm on now is that there's certain things, just because I'm such in a certain mode, whether it's that survival mode or it's just figuring out the day-to-day interactions and not knowing what's going to happen next, being in such a headspace like that, you're not allowed to even think or reflect back on past people or experiences. It's because you have to sit here and be in the moment to create each moment and focus on what you're building right in front of you. And so today is definitely a time, especially it's Happy Sunday. Today's Sunday when I'm currently recording this, so happy Sunday to you. I want to make sure I get through this reading, and after this reading, I'm definitely headed to church. Tapping in with my people. Let me see what time is it. 10:26. All right, cool. So yeah, I definitely want to move through this, but this is definitely a time of creativity. And what could you do? My task or my challenge to you be like, what could you delve into that you know for a fact would hold your attention for such a sustained period of time that you'll get lost into it, that you doing those activities, doing activities that you get lost in the day and you can't even like because you have to focus and it demands your time and attention right here, you can't even focus on some past stuff. You can't, like, just being present in that, and therefore with just being that present right there, creating your future and creating your moment. So partaking in activities that capture your attention. And then, and you know, if you want to sit here and talk about it, it's not TV. It's nothing. There's not a lot of TV that you can sit here and watch that's going to hold your attention for too long, because you're going to grab your phone, you're going to start talking, you're going to get some food. I'm talking about an activity that can take your full attention. And that's where we want to stay at. Now, the next 6 cards are going to be outside influences and external factors. We got the Survivor popping up. That's a card of blending into the shadows, not drawing too much attention, but still doing what we got to do to make sure that we are okay. But it's external, so you gotta be aware of how some people are going to act in their best interest to make sure that they're okay. We got the Wanderer card. Now with the Wanderer card, that's a card of, you know, you follow him, you know what I'm saying? And he's going to take you off into this fun adventure, and whatever happens, happens. And so being able to let go of control and allow him to wander aimlessly through the day, but you just want to encounter certain energies. So I know yesterday, for example, got down to a point where I ran out of gas. And so thankfully, Kayla came and popped up, and it was just, I had never been in this experience before, and I'd never been to such a moment, but I kept laughing the whole time, you know what I'm saying? But because it was just funny to me, just like how things were unfolding. But we ended up having to go back and forth. She brought a gas can, and we ended up having to go, because like the first time we put some gas in there, and then the car still wouldn't start, and then it just kept shutting down. Went back to the gas station, came back, put the gas in there, shut down again. It was not coming back on. So we ended up doing that 4 times, and then even so this, like, just picturing us going back and forth to the gas station, how long this is taking. So we ended up spending a lot more time together, and so it was fun, it was cool, and I definitely posted that short because that was just like just what was happening, and just trying to just figure out the moment. Like we got stuck trying to, with the funnel that came with the gas can, trying to figure that out. I don't know why it was so hard, but it had this little red button in the cabinet. It was like, it just was not coming out. And I think for good reason, whatever, but ended up not even using that. And then we had to cut the cup and make a funnel to just funnel the gas into the car, yeah. And that was the 4th time, and that was the final time, and it finally ended up working. But then afterwards, she was like, you want some food? And we got some food. And you know what I'm saying, just following her, and you know what I'm saying, and just going along with the energies that's present. And so she got me some soda. She wouldn't give me a Monster. She's against energy drinks, but she got me a soda and cheeseburger. Then as we was walking out, it was like just being, like when I say like just being present in the moment, like, cause the part that sticks out to me is like we was walking out and we noticed the donuts, and she was like, let's go back and get some. You know what I'm saying? We already checked out and everything. She's like, let's go get some. You know what I'm saying? It was like just being present, just doing stuff like that. That was just mad cool. It was a dope little experience. Next card, we have the Fatalis. The Fatalis is the card of trusting your own natural abilities and skills and taking one step at a time. Not knowing what's going ahead. You see she's blindfolded, and you see that how these little people out here are controlling the wheel, and they're controlling the wheel, but she can't even see what's going on, and she doesn't understand, but she just trusts that she just keeps taking one step at a time, one foot in front of the other. She will. Ooh, I've never noticed that.
You can give her a treat.
Of course. You see like this, Bailee. Well, you wanna come find out? I'm messing with you. She doesn't bite. Say thank you, Bailee. Yeah, you can pet her. Yeah. Say thank you, Bailee. Next time you gotta tell her to do like a trick. You gotta tell her to sit or something, or wave.
Sit.
Sit, Bailee.
Sit.
Good job. Can you wave? Wave. Good job. Yeah. All right. Okay. You see that? Thank you. Blessings. Blessings just like that. They're such a good dog. All right. But what had just also popped up on me was I never noticed that she's like really suspended in air. Like there's land on the sides, but the wheel right there has nothing, and they're just turning it. And so, man, that's almost like being stuck on an infinite loop. Bailee, relax, relax. Come on, no, turn around, come on. Sit. Lay. Come on now, you're not doing too much. Relax. Sit. Lay. Bailee. Lay. Thank you. So yeah, that's really, and that's on some, not even knowing when. I think that's something that you can get stuck when you're in certain situations, you're like, yo, when is it going to end? When is this situation, when is this, you know what I'm saying, when am I finally going to be able to clear up this energy and get past this situation? And it's still, just take one step at a time. You know what I'm saying? Just take one step at a time. And remember, those are outside. This is popping up in the outside influencing the factors. Tough times don't last, tough people do. So just continue moving. Now we got the trickster. Now the trickster is a humbling card. When you get too far ahead of yourself, the trickster pops up and says, just throws that little wrench into your plans and throws you off for your day. Like, man, I was gonna do X, Y, and Z, I was gonna do this. And so the thing about it though is, the trickster is gonna trip you up and it's gonna highlight maybe a flaw within your plans, or it's gonna do something to deceive you. The thing about it though is if you can laugh at it, because when that thing happened, when the gas went out last night, and it was on some stuff of just getting stuck there and just being there, I was like, I just laughed. I just kept laughing like, oh snap. The car really not started. It was, but you know what I'm saying? I was so happy and grateful that it at least lasted, and that it didn't happen when I was at the park. I was able to at least, I'm glad that I wasn't driving and it shut down. So, but that was cool. Next, we got the Warrior card. This is Mr. Invincible. It's a card of civility, but also stand up and protecting ourselves if we have to. You know what I'm saying? Not seeking any action, but if it's brought to the front door, it's shutting it down and continuing to protect what we have going forward. And now we have the Illuminator card, and nothing grows without the sun. You know what I'm saying? The sun shines a light on our talents, gifts, skills, and abilities here, and allows things to grow and nurtures it. All right. So those were for us there. Our main thing though is definitely with Duende and the Inventor. That is definitely a time of manifesting our creativity to bring forth something physical and tangible. So what can you create physically and tangibly today? Yes, it's doing something and engaging in an activity that will take you out of your mind and be so engulfed into it. That's our main thing. Outside of this, we have the Wanderer, we have the Survivor, the Fatalis, you know what I'm saying, the Trickster, the Warrior, and the Illuminator. And so with those energies on the outside, still, even though you don't know what the next steps is, continuing to follow your intuition and do, you know what I'm saying, taking the necessary steps so that you are able to, you know what I'm saying, sustain your stuff moving forward. There's going to be some pitfalls, you know, within it, or maybe little hiccups. Laugh at it, take it for what it is, learn that lesson, and pivot if you need to. Continue to protect yourself because things are being illuminated. And I have, like, even this morning I had a conversation with my friend, so I'm just going to call her. I called her, and it is another part of the business idea that I have, so I'm waiting to expand that, so that's awesome. Let's keep moving. Let's jump into the tarot portion. So, I just want to jump out. What is this? So we got the Empress, a card of abundance. You know what I'm saying? Things growing. And so this is a very feminine, receptive energy. She just sitting there and just whatever she wants. Because I think her matchmaker is so with the Emperor, that's a card of action, decision. That's the masculine side. Now with the Empress, remember, sometimes there's parts of you that just need to be embodied. And so with this coming out, and it just popped out by itself, this is the card more feminine, receptive energy, and allowing our abundance and the manifestations to come about as they see fit, but just knowing that we have the power of control. You see how she has her scepter here in her hand? It's still whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? And being in that space of it's different ways to manifest, and so manifesting from this receptive energy, still bringing forth total abundance here, surrounded by the water, the trees, and all of that. And that's, you know what I'm saying, physical, tangible as well. All right. So that just wanted to pop out, but let's see here. What is the energy we should be embodying for today? What is the advice for today? What is the advice for today? What is the advice for today? What is the energy we should be embodying? We have the Empress here popping out for the overall theme, so that is nice. And we have the Illuminator with that sun popping up. So why is Duende here? To best serve us today. The archetype for us is Duende. And why is this energy here for us today? I was not mistaken. Judgment, karma, rising up out the dead. Remember, this is your soul coming up out your body and expressing itself, full total expression. So we got judgment here. Judgment is, you know what I'm saying? Would you be scared of karma if you know you've been planting good seeds? And so we got this popping up here. And go ahead and look, the light, the sun's starting to shine now. And you can tell the sun just started to come up. So we got the judgment card here. And that's also brand new life. You know what I'm saying? The people are coming up out the tombs, coming up out the coffins, and like, whew, thank goodness this you know what I'm saying, Archangel Gabriel, Gab, you know what I'm saying, the messenger, receiving a message and calling judgment. You know what I'm saying? Receiving our soul, our heart, speaking to us, talking to us, and bringing us new life. Thank you. Okay. Why is the Inventor card here? Now we got the Lovers in reverse. Or Lovers, reverse was actually, I like to see what the next card is behind it, but Lovers could speak of a commit, something we're committing to. Also got the Hangman in reverse. And so things being illuminated as well, a perspective being changed. On the outside, Five of Pentacles in reverse. Now we got the Seven of Cups, being spoiled for choice here. What are we really going to do with everything that, you know what I'm saying? This is a card of not putting all your eggs in one basket and spreading things thin. And so Cups is water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but that refers to our emotions here. What are we really going to be committed to? It is, you know what I'm saying, it's coming up with the Inventor card because I have so many. Relax, man. We got the Inventor card. There's so many business ideas that we can tap into, and it's just like, which one are we going to really stick with? And then last but not least, why is Hieroth here? Why is the Hieroth here? Why is the Hieroth here? This nostalgia card. We got the Four of Swords. Four of Swords is air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And so usually this is a card of rest, but then in reverse, it's a card of maybe, like we got the Judgment here, also still receiving some type of communication. And let's see, the next card behind it is Temperance, and that's balancing. And this is, you know what I'm saying, pouring from one cup into another. Some people consider like alchemy, you know what I'm saying, just mixing working with the energies and creating and transmuting pain or transmuting, you know what I'm saying, whatever this communication could be, taking that, because you got the Hieroth, that nostalgia card, so somebody from the past want to pop up with some type of communication maybe, you know what I'm saying? And then we have the Temperance, turning that, you know what I'm saying? Because 1 foot on land, 1 foot on water, mixing the pouring of cups here. And so we'll definitely add some clarification to that. Bottom of the deck is the 5 of Wands in reverse, is the card of tactics and battling here, but they're wands, not swords. And so this also in reverse. So coming out of conflict. All right, so let's see. What's the energy for today? What is the advice for today? What is the energy for today? And what is the advice for today? What is the energy that we should be embodying? What frequency should we be aligning to? All right. And let's see. Why is Judgment here? Why is Judgment here? Page of Wands in reverse. Usually with pages is that young, folly, playful energy here. And then upright, generally the pages are just looking at this idea, looking at, you know what I'm saying, for Wands, it's Aries, Leo, Sag, and this is projects, creations. It's like looking at it and not really taking too much action on it, but so in reverse, I kind of take them as taking action on it. And so lead into this abundance here. Now we got the Ace of Cups, brand new start and beginning and cycle. Being able to take action on it leads to this, and this cup is overflowing. That's more water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Also talking to our emotional and relationship space. So let's see, why is, next one we have the Inventor. They had the Lovers in reverse, the Hangman in reverse, and then the 7 of Cups. So let's see why the 7 of Cups is here. Why is the 7 of Cups here? Why is the 7 of Cups here? 2 of Swords. Swords is air energy, generally Aquarius, but this is a card of thoughts, mental, and headspace. And so being able to, you got to make a decision. You know what I'm saying? You got the 7 of Cups, and now we got the 2 of Swords, and this is the card of got to make a decision. Got to make a decision here. It's decision time. I want to look into, we got the Hangman in reverse and the Lovers. I'm going to see what comes up with this Lovers in reverse. All right, why is the Lovers in reverse? What's this? What's the Lovers about? Knight of Cups. So now we got a Court card. More cups is popping out here. So what we're seeing some, we have the 2 of Swords and the 4 of Swords. That's communication. 4 of Swords in reverse, and we got the 2 of Swords upright. We got cups popping out as well, and that's that Knight of Cups, and it coming out in reverse. So usually something like that is like knights already are already inconsiderate, and so in reverse that could definitely speak of with the Lovers in reverse. That's definitely not a connection that we kind of, you know what I'm saying, even want to entertain. So depending on how that pops up, because that could be a manipulatively emotional person. And let's see what the Hangman is here as well. Let's clarify the Hangman as well. I need to hurry up. I gotta go to church. All right, so let's see what the Hangman is here. But the Hangman is also in reverse, so I'm just trying to clarify this as well. And then this leads to that 9 of Pentacles. You know what I'm saying? That is, Pentacles is Earth energy, Taurus, Capricorn, and that's an independent energy that we're stepping into. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your like, comment, and your energy. Thank you. It's good to see you. Blessings. Ashe. And is it Charlie? Is it a long day or a soft day? Good morning. Blessings to see you. Thank you for liking and tapping in, and you know what I'm saying, and being active. All right. So let's move to the Temperance card. Let's see why Temperance is here. Why is Temperance here? We got the 8 of Swords in reverse. So this is more air energy. We got the 2 of Swords, the 4 of Swords in reverse. Now we got this 8 of Swords. So again, upright, this is feeling like you're stuck in like this mental entrapment here, but knowing that everything's loose. She's loosely confined, and that she could easily walk out. And so in reverse here, we're no longer getting stuck up in our head, no longer getting stuck in our headspace and taking action. And with reverses, I like to see the next card behind it. What is that leading to? We got the Three of Wands here. Now the Three of Wands, once you hit that 3, this is Wands, Fire, Aries, Leo, Sag, and it's also about what you're creating. 3 is that outward abundance. And so it's standing out there. And so depending on how you say it, are the ships coming in or are the ships leaving out? You know what I'm saying? And so it's about expansion. That's what this is about. Getting out of our head for that. Nice to meet you as well. Shaylee. Oh, beautiful. Shaylee. Oh, that's nice. Awesome. Thank you so much. And you put that butterfly in there for transformation and growth. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Shaylee, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Shaylee, this is Bailee. Bailee, say hey, Bailee. We got Shaylee up here. All right, so Shaylee and Bailee. All right, so yes, let us go ahead and move towards, and we also have the Hermit card at the bottom of the deck, some more Aries energy here, and more isolated, more independent energy. Got the Hermit here at the bottom of the deck. We also had this, the Nine of Pentacles, more independent energy here. And so still staying on our path and fighting for the ideals that we want to, because we got the warrior up here protecting our, you know what I'm saying, our manifestations, our abundance. And so let's go ahead and move to the love portion. Let's move to this love portion. She's so cute. She's a, heck yeah. Bailee, she said you're a watchdog, Bailee. She's too cute for her own good. She is too cute for her own good. She is too cute for her own good. All right. This just came out, but it was the outsider. The outsider standing on outside looking in. And sometimes that with the outsider, that is a card of being willing to, if you're in a group setting, understanding that, hey, I'm going to still think a certain way, I think a certain way, move a certain way, and sometimes you got to take that risk so that everybody kind of wakes up to that. Everybody kind of wakes up to that. Okay, so with the love section, first 2 cards I read intuitively. Last card I read from the book. The first card is the energy that needs to be let go of. And so we had Duende, which is a card of creativity. We had Judgment, and that has that Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, gift of Gab, messages being received. That's our soul expressing itself, and that's leading to the Ace of Cups here. So first card coming out is the Liberator, free. You know what I'm saying? Being free. And it's number 27. 2 + 7 is 9. It takes 9 stages for manifestations to come about. And so I think for me, even with that, they match your soul. Oh, that is such a beautiful compliment. That is such a beautiful compliment. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. Damn. Nobody's ever said that. Damn, they match. I'm screenshotting that. Thank you. Because even with that, it was on some, like my thing with it, when I was looking at the decks, I don't really like a lot of the white ones and whatever, so I wanted a deck that had like black along the edges, you know what I'm saying, black. So this was the first deck I got, and then I started doing shadow work and studying my shadow side and things like that, and it was so cool that I ran into a deck that was black and gray, and so I'm like, this is why this is a shadow deck. And then we had this one, and this is, you know what I'm saying, that love deck, and it just like, when I popped in there, my fraternity used to give out roses on Thursdays, and so seeing this, you know what I'm saying, and even as a man, just being able to tap into that side and things like that, and it's red. The colors for my fraternity are crimson and cream, which is, you know what I'm saying, another reference to this, and that's that root chakra. I'm an Aries, some more fire energy, and it just like, when I tell you, this was the only one in there, and it's like, I walked in there, and I saw this within 3 seconds, and it called me. And then the last one is, this one was so dope, because it talks about how when you really step into your power, people might start to call you like schizophrenic, but you have parts of you. There's like different attitudes and characteristics that you have, and it shows up at certain times. So sometimes some people see you like, yo, she's like this. And then sometimes somebody else see you like, yo, they really like this. But you got different parts of you that show up at different given times. And it's like being able to control, like certain parts of you serve you best in different times. But the thing that got me about this deck was the person who made it is an artist and an author. I'm an artist and an author. Um, I'm an artist and an author. I have my book, you know what I'm saying? And boom. And then, but the thing that got me was it gives you 2 cards that you can make your own tarot card. And I said, oh my goodness. So I got one that's still blank. I'm still waiting for the energy to come. Cause I wait for energy, and once I get the energy, it's like, oh, this is how I want to do this, and boom, boom, boom. I made one though, and so I had caught my first fish, and so I put the fish in paint, put that there. I cut the tail off of the fish and put that there. This is a Polaroid picture of me actually when I caught it. I named it Oscar, and then I smoked a cigar that day, and that's a cigar band. So I'm gonna put it into the deck when, cause he has a challenge where you gotta make like a backstory behind it. It's called a drabble. I had never heard of it, but it's like a 100-word short story. So I want to do that, and so it's like when it pops up in there, I'm able to say, oh, this is a card of boom, 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 da da da. So yeah. All right. So we got the Liberator that popped up. You know what I'm saying? Freely expressing ourselves. Freely expressing ourselves. Definitely looking it up. I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you for your comment. Thank you for your energy. I really, you know what I'm saying, appreciate your time, energy, and attention. And so if you haven't, I'll give you a brief thing for it so if you want to know what it's about. It's filled with quotes and my response to the quotes. So some of them you heard, some of you didn't hear, because it's like sometimes I heard something in conversation and I'm like, oh, this person just said something that was like either weird or off-putting, but it stuck with me. And then it gives you a chance to journal. And so it'll be like a quote, my response to it, and then on the other side gives you a chance to journal, because I think it's very important that we start to understand who we are, what thoughts we have, what energies we have, and just putting it out. You know what I'm saying? There's been times where I've literally been so upset, mad, and crying, and like, I'm so mad, I'm so and writing it all out, having some music playing, and next thing I know, I'm back and I'm okay. But it's like wrestling with it and putting it out. And so the goal though, and what's been happening is when I encounter people, take a Polaroid, I take a Polaroid in your book, take a Polaroid in my book, and then we just scrapbook it. Other, like having the waitress sign or the photographer sign, different people who are there. I put a message in your book because she bought the book, and so I put a message in her book. She signed my book, and just scrapbooking it up from there, and just the people I'm encountering, taking Polaroids and scrapbooking it up so that we can document our experience. You know what I'm saying? Just traveling and documenting our experience. So, Tangent Your Thoughts is a guided journal that is on Amazon. Consider purchasing. So far, I think I was so hyped. All 5-star reviews. Everybody's just liking it so far, yo. Everybody's liking it and looking into it. So, I definitely think it's something worth feeling, because you'll learn about me and you also start to heal yourself as well. All right. So, first card is the Liberated card. The next card is the energy that needs to be kept. So the first one is the energy that needs to be let go. Energy that needs to be let go. The next one is the energy that needs to be kept. The energy that needs to be kept, we have the Priest. The Priest is number 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. We also had that 3 of Wands there, another card of outward abundance. And so with that Priest, I'm just going to say that Priest, we think spiritual. So still tapping into our intuition and following those. It's like those messages that come to you, like, man, why did I just think of this? Why did I just see it? And you know what I'm saying, wrestle with it and say, like, just try it. Like if something's telling you to go put your foot in the grass, go put your foot in the grass. Go for a walk. Go, you know what I'm saying? Or go say this to this person. Go talk to this person. Or it's like, why do I want to color right now? Why do I want to go look up squirrels in the running through trees? Or why do I want to go do a little research? It's like, follow that intuition and see where it leads you to after that. And so that's why I'm on some stuff today. I'm gonna go to church. See what energy, see what happens, see what's present, be present in the moment, and see what's going on. And then something may pop up. But it's just like, something telling me to go to church. So go to church. Something telling me to go do it. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. And just follow that intuition and just do it. And then once you do it, then once you're in that process, then it's like that allows the universe to say, oh, hey, they did it. Now we can start talking to him. Let the open the door for the universe to talk to you, for spirit to talk to you, because it's like it's giving you a hint. Hey, go do this, and you're like, why should I go do that? Why? And then when you do it, and now you're in it, and then spirit like, this is why you're here. This is why we need to talk to you. I love the cover. It's so pretty. Hell to the yeah. So I wish I had published it on a different site before because it was attached to my Shopify, and then but now that I got it on Amazon, that makes it a little more legitimate. People are like, oh, it's on Amazon? You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, let me put it in my Amazon card. Let me add it here. Boom. So yeah, that's how it started. I started on Lulu, and so the cover is actually I was a math teacher, and so it was an allusion to me being a math teacher. A tangent is a line that touches a circle at exactly one point, and so I wanted to allude to that. But it's also because the book is like random in a sense, it goes off on tangents. Boom, boom. I be talking about this, I might talk about this, and it's like going off on different tangents. So that's why it's called tangential thoughts. And even that's why the chat show and then the YouTube, you're like, yo, what you be doing on YouTube? Everything. I got a cartoon. I be doing music video remixes. I be doing this and the third. I be taking social media gems. I be taking stuff I find on social media and just putting it up here. It's a complete dumpster. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what is your YouTube about? It's just going off on tangents, a whole bunch of stuff. Cooking, you know what I'm saying? Everything. No, you are amazing. I'm only a reflection of what you see. So whatever you see in me is just, you know what I'm saying? That's just, because all we do is project all day. And so when people project, it's, you know what I'm saying? It's what are they saying? So I'm putting that right back on you. That's all you, man. All right, so the last one is the energy that needs to be learned. And I'll read this one from the book. All right, here it is. Let's step into it. We got the alchemist. And I was telling them last night, alchemist, chemistry. The original name for Egypt is the name Egypsy, the land of the gypsies. But that was the name they changed it to when they conquered it. But the name before that was different, chem. And when we study chemistry, what are we really studying? You know what I'm saying? Chemistry is the elements, that's everything. So the alchemist is popping up, and so let's read it and see what it says. So, I'm on the priest, the alchemist, number 40. Time for change. Leaving something behind. We had the Hieroth card pop up. It's a card of nostalgia, letting the past go. Leaving something behind and casting off the energies, people and activities that no longer serve you. And that's something that the Tyler Perry thing just came up the other day. He was talking about when the rocket's going up and it has the sprockets on it. When it gets to a certain level, the sprockets drop off and the rocket keep going. And it's just everybody can go with you to a certain point, but you got to keep shedding. You got to keep going. Your path is your only destination. Standing alone may be the way to find the answers you seek. We had the Nine of Pentacles, which is the independent energy. And we had, where's another independent card? We also had the Survivor, also. Standing alone may be the way to find the answers you seek. And you are also in the position to help others find clarity and divine wisdom to enrich and powerfully change their lives. Do not be hesitant in sharing. Give freely. Give freely with your time, energy, your knowledge that you have, your wisdom. Because the way I treat people now, I treat people as if I'll never see them again. I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna treat you like if I never see you again, this is what I'm gonna say, and this is what I'm gonna do. Because I don't know if I'll ever see you again. That's how I treat people. The alchemist usually has an aura That's energy around you. Of the mysterious and the magical about them. I am magical, I am mysterious. But they are grounded individuals who affect change through their deep understanding of their own intuition. The question, if you want to sit here and think about a question for today, something to resonate with, the question, if you could completely change one thing in your life, what would your world look like? If you could completely change one thing in your life, what would your world look like? If you could completely change one thing in your life, what would your world look like? I'm good. It's a reason that you came across this. Yo, unconditional love is something that, you know, people always sit there and talk about it, and yet they don't show. They'll sit here and, you know what I'm saying? It's like people will call you out about unconditional love, and that's what we're here to learn. Your lesson, all the people that you encounter, every heartbreak that you go through, the one guy said it, he said it's not called heartbreak, it's called heart shape. It's shaping your heart so that you're able to love differently. You're able to give freely. You're able to move differently throughout the world. And so that is our life lesson. We're here to learn how to love unconditionally. I am unconditionally loved. I am unconditionally loved. Like, embodying and embracing it. And if you really sit there, embody and resonate with that, like, just think about, man, how could I show this person love right now? And there's no conditions. Whether they do say thank you, whether they give back, anything. How can I show this person love right now? And it's anybody and everything. And you know what? You know what I would challenge you to say? How can you show yourself unconditional love? How can you show yourself, love yourself unconditionally? Baby girl. Baby. How can you love yourself unconditionally? That's one thing I've been on. Like, regardless of this and the third boom, 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 it's I love myself enough that regardless of any doubts, fears, and insecurities that this person may have and try to project onto me, I'm still gonna love myself enough. Or even if I recognize, come on, man. Sit. Lay. And it's on something, even if I love myself enough to say like, oh, I may have this insecurity, I may have this fear or this doubt, I'm gonna always overcome it, but still love it, still gonna be, I can still love on myself in that way. Hey, you gotta go to church, Bailee. Every single energy in this dimension deserves love. You don't have to like someone or something in order to love them or it. And that is truer than true.
Chico, do you like them?
Thank you so much. You have an amazing day. Have a super califragilisticexpialidocious day. Thank you for your time, energy, patience, and attention. I really do appreciate it. I'm about to wrap this thing up and then head to church. About to head to church. Thank you. Shay. Bailee, we're gonna have a fabulous day just because Shaylee said so. This has been another episode of Tangential Thoughts. I'm your host, Q, the Energy Sage. And I'll see you tonight, maybe, for a dream manifestation.